Hello, my name is Megatron Bison, and today I'll be doing my first ever Let's Play. The game I'll be playing is Kickmaster on the NES, which is a great little action platformer, released late in the NES's lifespan, and sadly as a result has been overlooked by many. Due to its later release, the game's graphics are very pretty for a NES game, with a lot of charm. And having said that, let's take a look at the game and its intro. Kickmaster. No difficulty settings in the options, I'm afraid. I adore the fact it says, Story of Kickmaster here. Just seems so completely unnecessary. Yeah, pretty generic stuff here. Princess being kidnapped. Well, there's a surprise. As you can probably guess by the aspiring martial artist description, our hero's Thonlin rather than Macron. And anyway, as you can see, that's fairly generic stuff, and for some reason after scrolling the plot all the way up the screen, it decides to scroll down a little just to show this weird Birdman thing that presumably has the princess. Back to the title screen, and to start the game with a little cutscene that I'll narrate. There's one of the scummy living skeletons who attacked the king. Let's get him! You humans think you're a match for Belzed? You can't even defeat me! I don't know why he calls them humans when he's a human skeleton. Fodlin, wait, says Macron, who just got stabbed, which seems a bit stupid. Am I a question a medieval knight, though? My brother, my steel is no match for these creatures. Only with your great kicking skills can we hope for victory. Macron, don't die! Yeah, telling him not to die, that'll do it. Saves the princess. You're the last hope for ... No! You'll pay for this, Belzed. Anyway, the game starts proper here with Sector 1 rather than Stage 1 for some reason. Sector sounds a bit futuristic. It's the Witch's Forest. And here we go. Good old skeleton enemies. As you can see, Thonlin doesn't really have many attacks initially. Lack of range puts him at a disadvantage, but as you kill enemies, they drop little shields which give you experience towards unlocking extra moves, which will come in really very handy. I'm not sure what the little blue enemies were there. You'll see a couple in a second as well that hop about. They're irritating, but they don't manage to be as bad as Castlevania's Flea Men. Not very many things do. These are the Reaper enemies, and as you can see, they're fairly easy just to bait in the flying into your foot. Not very threatening at all, but I still, of course, managed to get hit by a few in this video to my eternal shame. So, Thonlin proving that he is a master of kicks, kicking the living crap out of those flying Grim Reaper things, and there's another one of those little blue froggy things, and also a little wizard thing. The frogs seem more prevalent there, as you can see. Just a typical NES enemy that was purely designed to piss you off, I'm sure, rather than to be actually challenging. And as you'll see here, I pick up the first magic spell in the game. Every level is a hidden spell, and then a spell for beating the boss. This one allows us to fire deadly bouncing balls. For some reason though, you have to use the select button to fire, which isn't always practical. Thanks for that, Tater. I equip it here, and yeah, I fire it uselessly against the wall. You'll very rarely get to use its bounce in action because you'll mainly be hitting enemies with it. Let's carry on here though. You'll notice that the enemies drop other items, crystals for useless points, and little potions for your magic meter. They're good. With how quickly the items shoot out though, it can be hard to grab useful experience items. And that's really annoying because, as you'll see in just a second, yes, I recorded this previously. You'll have to forgive me. No excuse for playing crappy, but there you go. As you'll see here, they also drop little items that are skulls. And if you pick up those skulls, they hurt you. And sometimes with how quick they come out, you've got no real way of avoiding it. So it's kind of a dick move on the developer. You also occasionally pick up little hearts to refill your health, which is pretty cool. But of course they're few and far between because fuck you, that's why, apparently. You've seen the lizard men enemies there, who often seem reluctant to attack. Not really sure why. Maybe Belzed doesn't pay them enough, or maybe they got ME or something and they don't really have the energy to swing their axes. Who knows? And once again I get hit by the bloody skull and seem to be doing a great job of avoiding the experience items rather than picking them up. Anyway, it's time for the boss, which is presumably the titular witch of the forest. She summons those little armadillo guys with swords and shields. And otherwise just uselessly floats around. You can kill her with well-timed jump kicks, but it's much easier to cheese it with your magic, and why not, as we see here. And of course I managed to avoid every single item of experience the boss drops, which is pretty damn annoying, as you can imagine. But with the witch dead, it's time to pick up the magic spell and end the level. Thanks for watching my first Let's Play, and hopefully you'll be back for more. As you can see, there's a password system, and it tells me I've got both spells, as well as my crappy score. Thanks for watching.